Okay, so I kind of have to put this shit in the front seat, but my dress is flying up, so I need you guys to kind of hold on. Because I gotta build her gift for her. So, ow. Hold on. Oh my god, this is a disaster. Okay. Son of a bitch. All right. All of that was terrible, disastrous at the least. So, back to the front. Ugh. Oh. Okay. Now, gotta build the gift. It is warm. Woo! Okay. So, why is there a chicken nugget in here? Ugh, okay. Woo-wee. Would I be able to do this? Okay. Ah, fuck. Alright, let's build my friend's gift, okay? Woo, fucking good. Oh my god. Alright, let's fix this. Fix this shit. Fix your shit, Jess. Alright. It's hot. As you can see, I'm very warm. Okay, so let me show you what we got for Sierra. Sierra. Throw that on the ground. Is there a price tag on here? Rip that shit up. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. I found her beautiful wine glass. I think it's like plexiglass because it does not feel like glass, but that's okay. That guy that was behind me in line was really cute. And he walked out after I did. I was like, maybe I shouldn't talk to him. Nah, I'm okay. Anyway, okay. So, and then I got these. This is like a self-care basket for her, okay? Reminder, like, this is for her to, like, just get in the zone, auto zone, okay? So, calming sugar scrubs, that's what that is. It exfoliates. Sugar is good for you. Not good for you, but good for your skin, like exfoliating. So they're little cubes and they're lavender, so you can get these off Amazon. But you just like put it on your body, exfoliate your face if you want. This is the lotion that really fucking sucks that I spent 50 bucks on. Not worth it. It smells like Play-Doh and baby wipes. I have to apologize for that to her. Is what it is. Got her some ashwagandha. This is good for cortisol levels. Put that in there. Got her some lippies, which they smell really bad, and I didn't want to return them because she really likes fun lip glosses, so I don't want to return them. So I put some essential oil in them, some good smelling ones, so they smell like kind of like strawberry cream. Okay, we're just gonna throw that in there. I don't care. Bubble bath. This one's sugared crust. It smells pretty good. Oh god, definitely smells like sugary crust of cookies. Perfect bubble bath for the holiday time. And then because this lotion smells like ass, I got her this lotion. It's Melanin by Jergens, and it has like a gold kind of highlight in it. It's very pretty. So I haven't used it, but I saw the pictures online of the reviews and I was like, yeah, I like that. Okay, this was the bottle I was looking for. Look how pretty it is. Look how pretty that is. And then there's a rose on the bottom. Look at pretty top. And then that one, so that one's still, and this one's bubbly. What'd he say? Kava, that kava, sparkling wine. And then it's kind of sparkly. It's sparkly on the front. You can't see very well. Okay, we'll do it this way. this. I'm trying to decide how to organize this. Yeah. Actually, I feel like it should be right here. I don't think this will break. So we'll kind of see. I don't want to see. I don't want it to break. Is that it? Oh, and then we got a bunch of Funyuns for her as like a filler, because she likes Funyuns. So this will be good for like packaging sake. Fill the space, make sure it doesn't break. I was gonna get a balloon, but because I bought 2 bottles of wine for her, she can go without a balloon this year. I hope she still enjoys it. Oh, God. Okay, cool. All done. I'm so confused how that chicken nugget got in there. I haven't had McDonald's in forever. It could have been, actually, now I know. I actually saved the McDonald's bags and for like garbage, and I'm gonna assume that the last time, because I did use one of the McDonald's bags that I had, because I only save all these in McDonald's bags because they're cardboard or whatever, you know. So I use them as like my garbage bins. Thank you. Card. These cards are very cute. Okay. And then I do have to take like another video of this just for aesthetics' sake. Okay, what should we write to Sierra? Sierra's literally such a wonderful person. Like, she deserves so much good shit. Alright. Sierra. Happy. You marvelous human. Being so inspirational. A good friend. I hope this basket gives you some well-needed you time. Being the baddest baddie in the land. Do you sign XOXO? I don't want to say love. I love them. I love Sierra. But, yeah. Okay. Now, one more step. We gotta videotape this. Later. Maybe I should put this stuff on top. I should have done this before I loaded it up, to be honest. I just think I make really good gift baskets, to be honest. So give some girly girls some idea. You guys can watch me film this, I guess. So ready together. Where's the glass? Oh, these people are probably like, what the fuck does she have the flash on? I don't know if I want to put that in the jar in the glass. These dudes are staring at me like, what the fuck? Actually, hold on. Is that bigger than this? Oops. I think she's gonna love this. Minus this nasty ass lotion that smells like straight up fucking dookie. But live and you learn. Did I put the pen away? Because I need to write her name on the fucking card. Oops. Oopsie, mate. Oh, there it is. Sierra, Sierra. And then draw a little cupcake. So happy. Okay, let's get a move on, girlfriend. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know how long this one's gonna last, this video, but whatever. Okay. God, that's heavy. That's gonna be fun carrying to the door. Okay. Oh, shit, bitch. God damn. You're kind of loud. I gotta poop. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost done. Gosh, just fucking drop this shit off. Oh, I'm too far from the steering wheel. Okay, from the pedals. Let's get some music playing. See if it's closer if I don't go on the streets. 16 minutes, nice. Let's do that.
Head south toward East Rio Salado Parkway.
Woo! That was a lot of fun. I'm not much of a drinker, but I do enjoy looking for alcohol for friends and stuff like that when, like, they have birthdays and whatever is like a gift. I like that. Look at this puppy out here. Oh God. What's up with all the bros going to Total Wine today? What's up with that? There's like tons of dudes at Total Wine. I actually thought there'd be way more girls there. Look at this puppy baby. That dude's gonna be mean. Okay. Ow, my elbow. It keeps fucking hurting. Ugh, I keep forgetting this is not a stop sign. Sorry. Ugh, they need to put a fucking stop sign right there for real. I don't like.
At the light, use the middle lane to turn left onto East Rio Salado Parkway.
My elbow is very sore. It's so pretty. It's very pretty. Chips came in clutch.
East Rio Salado Parkway for half a mile.
Does it kind of help cushion it all? I'm really sad because this lotion that I got her that's $50 fucking sucks. And that was like the biggest part of it.
Turn right onto South Price Road.
That was like the piece of resistance or whatever the hell it's called. That was the piece of the gift that was like the... Usually I do gift baskets like this, and then there's like always one piece that's like just a little kind of high-end luxury. And that's what that lotion was supposed to be, but it smells like straight fucking baby wipes and Play-Doh, dude. so funny, and I know this is stupid, but I'm so used to shit boxes, okay? So I'm not used to having, like, to be able to adjust my temperature. It's just either on or off, you know, that one. It's not like medium, cold, cold, super, super cold. So the whole summer...
In a quarter mile, use the left 2 lanes to turn slightly left onto the Arizona 101 Loop South rail.
My cold setting was set to, ooh, my ear is ringing. My cold setting was set to right above the coldest, so it wasn't the coldest. And I was like, there must be something wrong with my AC or my air filter. Like maybe it's not getting the amount of air it needs intake-wise or something. Because the air is not the air is not super cold, and come to find out, it's because it wasn't on the coldest setting. Dirt. Anyway, that lady irritates me. I turned your voice off. It's like, I don't mind, you know, it's ironic actually. I don't mind the instructions. Sometimes I really need them, but it's really funny when there's times when the voice thing will literally stop being so detailed at the times that you need. Like when you really need to know where to go, it won't give a shit. It'll just be like 3 miles after your turn right. Like, it's so fucking annoying. But then when you don't really care where you're going, it's like, it feels like it's overly detailed. Okay, in like 5 miles, turn right. Okay, in 4 miles, turn right. Okay, in 3 miles, stay in this lane, but also turn right. Like, shut up, dude. Like, fuck. Anyway, super grateful for the robots. Just in case they're listening to me through the phone. That's how Decepticons work, you know? The fucking... Have you guys seen Transformers? That's one of my favorite series. The Transformers series. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were trying to get in front of me. Yeah, I still have to write in this card, P.S. sorry about the lotion. I don't like it. An influencer influenced me, and I thought it'd be really great. I'm sorry that it's not. Unless you like it.
In half a mile, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 55AB for US 60 East.
Get over. You're fine. Do it now. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me on my fun adventures. I'm happy to get this done as well because this is east. This has been on my list of things to do for quite some time. Well, you know, her birthday was on the 27th or 26th. I forget which one. I think it's the 26th. I forget. It's 26th or 27th. I don't know why I get confused between those dates. I think it's the 26th. But I didn't have the ability to go down and get it to her because my joints were really bad there for a bit again. But now I can, so it's like, oh, okay, it means I can walk. It means like my joints are healthier, and we went to quite a few places today and walked around a good amount. And which is also really good because I don't sweat a lot, so it's actually really good for me to sweat, because if you have any mold toxicity buildup in your system, that's the one thing that's going to help you sweat it out and detox, is just sweating, getting it out of your system. And I don't sweat often, especially with my physical stuff going on. It's not, I'm not doing a lot of things that make me sweat, you know. So, God, this is bumpy. So, this has been such a good day. I'm so grateful that I could just walk into the stores. I'm so grateful I could splurge a little more on my friend. I didn't really I was going to go to Goodwill because, you know, usually stuff's cheaper. But if you've been to Goodwill recently in the last couple of years, you know it's not. It's kind of the same price as Home Goods. So, it was like a gamble because I was like, okay, I'm going to go to Home Goods first. And because I would prefer to buy her new things rather than used. So I'm really grateful that I could find like some really reasonable price stuff at Home Goods. And then on top of it, I could get her not just one wine, but 2. And if you hear that little flapping sound, that's the weather stripping on my windshield wipers. It's flapping around because it's coming off. I need new wipers. It doesn't rain much here, so it's really not necessary, and I don't get out a lot, so But today was such a lovely day because I could get out, I could piece together a gift, which I love doing that. That's like my favorite thing. I've always done this for friends because I pay attention to what they like, and I like to get them what I call grab-all gifts, where it's just a little bit of everything that kind of reminds me of you, you know? Food-wise, smell-wise, make yourself feel good-wise, you know? If I had the money, I'd probably include a blanket in this and stuff like that, like just to hit on all those sensory levels. But I'm just really grateful I was able to get her a good gift this year. Last year I got her a decent gift, but it wasn't really anything that was personal like how I like to do. So this one I think really speaks to her, and I think it'll help her get back to feeling to her goddess self. Because, you know, life can be hectic. She has kids and stuff. I just want to make sure she's taking time to take care of herself. And you know, I know a lot of people who watch me have kids and their parents. What the fuck? Is it really this bumpy on this road? It's crazy. Anyway, I know a lot of people have kids, and a lot of people feel bad when they take time for themselves because they want to put that energy into your kid, you know, and I get that. But at the same time, as I explained with the story earlier, you know, you are setting an example for your kids. So if you exhaust yourself and burn yourself out and then get overstimulated, and like that's a pattern your kids see. When you get burnt out and you take time to rest, recuperate, your kids will see that. And when they get burnt out, when they go through things that they need to self-care, they watch mom or dad do that. So now they know how to, you know, take care of themselves and put that energy back into themselves so that they're feeling better. So I can't do a lot for my friends, to be honest. I don't really know what they eat, and I can't cook big meals for them because A, I don't have the money, and B, like, they have, both of my good friends right now, they have 3, if not more kids. I don't have the money to cook for that, even for one meal. Like, I could have put this money that I put into the basket, I could have put it into a good meal. But, you know, parents, a lot of times, the one thing that I do recognize is that it is a thankless job. And oftentimes, the only recognition that you get are from the other adults around you. And I can understand as a mom, it's probably annoying because your mom identity, even at dad's, it gets morphed into your kids. You're no longer you, really. It's just that you're a parent, right? And a lot of times when they're gifted things, it's for them and the kids. It's for them and the family. It's for them and the husband. It's never for them themselves, you know, and I always feel bad for that. I don't know if they care, but it always makes me feel a certain way. So I really try to make sure I don't need to take care of my friends, but I think there's an element, because they've definitely got themselves, but there's definitely a part of it that, this one? 182? Okay. There's definitely a part that it's setting an example, right? And it's to be loved is to be seen, right? And please tell me it's this fucking road and not my tires. I did notice my left tire was a little low again. So I wonder if I could just replace that tire. I don't know. But I think, you know, a lot of times people are like, okay, just let me know if you need anything. And I don't really like saying that because me personally, I don't like letting people know when I need anything. But I like to pay attention to my friends and make sure that they know that I see them. I hear you. I see what you're going through. You know, I know what you're doing. You're getting back to yourself, and I'm proud of you. I don't care if that means you need if you need a person in front of me, Jem, a little crazy. If you need to take some time to yourself, you know, a lot of people in my stream, they'll come in and like, I'm so sorry I haven't been in the stream for a bit, blah, blah. Don't be sorry, okay? I'm so proud of people when they take the time to themselves and really focus on getting money, healthily coping with the stressful situations in their life. Never apologize for that. I am so proud of people who do that. I'm so grateful to be surrounded by people who know how to enforce boundaries within themselves, because when you start giving from an empty cup, that's when the burnout happens, right? So I can't fix my friend's life or anything like that, but I see them. I feel like I kind of know what they need, and I don't need to ask them, you know, what they need, because I know what they need. There are times when I don't know how to show up for my friend, but I just give her, you know, moral support, and sometimes I'll take her out to eat just to get herself away from the kids, and I'll invite her over to my home just like so it's a kid-free zone and like no crazy stuff or anything, you know, because I just know that like being a mom, you know, your identity just kind of morphs with the kids, so I don't want her to forget who she is, because she's so amazing. There's a reason why she's my best friend, so confirmation burp. So I hope she enjoys this. Wait, am I supposed to be? Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I was supposed to turn right earlier? What? Okay. Turn right onto 24th. Okay. But I am really grateful for everyone who, once again, who's been subbing and stuff to me, because you guys are the reason why I could give my friend a birthday gift. So thank you, because that means a lot to me. Holidays mean a lot to me, and it makes me so sad that there's so many of my friends who are like, yeah, birthdays don't really matter. I don't really care. I don't care if no one cares about my birthday. I will always go hard on my birthday and celebrate myself, because I made it another fucking year, dude. Hell yeah. So, I know a lot of people don't care about their birthdays and stuff like that, but I care. You made it another year. Fucking kudos to you, dude. You made it another year, and you made it look good. And hold on, I gotta write this note. I gotta finish writing this note. P.S. Sorry about the orange lotion. I got bamboozled by an influencer. Okay. P.S. I don't think you'll like I was bamboozled. She said it's the perfect vanilla. Sorry. In advance. Lol. Okay. No, I'm actually pretty impressed with this gift basket. It's really the first time I've been able to do a really, really nice adult gift basket like this. I love it. Yeah, I used to do this for my friends with like cheaper things, foods, and like stuff from the dollar store. Stuff like that. Okay. Vamonos. Garnett. I hope she's not here. I hope she's working. How awkward. I don't really like dropping stuff off when people are at their home. I don't want them to see me. Ew. I could always drop it to her later tonight. I don't want to. We'll see if she's here. We'll see. I wanted to sit out front though while it's hot. We'll see. We'll see if she's here, then maybe we'll avoid it and then come back. I want her to see me, and it's kind of a long walk to her door. It actually might be better to drop this off late tonight. Okay, let me see. Is she here? Is she here? I gotta sneak. Oh no. Where is she? Where is her house? Okay, thank God. I don't think she's here. All of their cars are gone. Okay, can this stuff sit out here? I think it can. I'm gonna pull in the driveway. I don't want to walk all the way up. Okay. Beautiful. Cool. 1 second. Let me drop this off. my biggest fear was going to be coming here and seeing maybe she moved or something. I don't know. So, but I'm going to let her know. I don't think anything in there is going to spoil in the heat, to be honest. But I do got to let her know that I dropped it off. I don't think her dude's here, her husband. But it's sitting in the shade. It looks good. Okay, let me get home. Yay! Mission accomplished! Whee! Okay. When I get home, I'll let her know I dropped it off. Let's go. Okay. Oops. That was so fun. So happy. Very happy I could do that. I hope that helps her feel better. Whee! Okay. Birthday basket for her. Done. There's things on my list that have needed to be done for a long time, and that was one of them. My photo shoot and these 2 recipes that I'm gonna do today. So it just feels so, oof, look at this BMW. I love old BMWs. When I dated one of the dudes I dated, he was a BMW-aholic, so like literally we got just a whole bunch of BMWs, and I drove BMWs pretty much for a good like 3 years, and nothing but, and he would just consistently buy new BMWs. So I got to drive quite a few different BMWs around, and I really do like BMWs. I know people shit on them because of the European engine and shit, but why am I going through here? What the fuck? Why are you making me go through the fucking neighborhoods, bruh? It's a GPS. Oh, they look like they had a good day at the lake. Yeah. Thank you, everyone who helped me get this birthday gift for my friend. I'm very excited. I hope she enjoys it. I hope that wine isn't disgusting. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. She really needs that. I just hope it helps her feel top tier. Water. I'm so happy. I'm so stoked that I got to do that. I'm excited! But I gotta poop! Ugh. You know that feeling where you just don't want to move because it's like about to shoot out of your bungus? Anyway. Saturday, so I know she works Saturday, so but it'll be, I feel like I try to imagine it like myself, right? Like I bet it would feel so nice to come home after work and see a basket made for you with wines and snacks. I wish I could have put a little more snacks in it, but there's quite a few Funyun bags, so she'll enjoy that. A couple wine bottles, a wine glass, some ashwagandha to help that cortisol and that stress. I really enjoy putting together packages like that. I wish I could do it for a living, which
1,000 feet, turn right onto the US 60 West ramp to Phoenix.
I could for sure make that. I don't want to do that. I could for sure make that a business But that's one of those things where you definitely need a lot of money to start up. Whatever. I don't know when this will die, but I guess 40 minutes later we'll be home. Do I want to take that long? I don't know. Well, I can't move now because I guess there's a lot of traffic today. I'm usually never out on Saturdays though because of this. I prefer to do my shopping during the week when everybody's at work and doing their normal thing. Puppy. But just 4 minutes longer than the other route, so.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto East Baseline Road.
Okie dokie. Wow. Yay. I'm so happy to have that off my list. Now to get a few other things, and then that way I can just focus on streaming. Ooh, that's a cute little Thunderbird. I can focus on streaming and videos this week. I think like once a week I'm gonna do like a photo shoot. I just gotta plan a day every once a week for photo shoots is what I want to do. But it's dependent on my health getting better. But today or tomorrow I have my photo shoot. I've been procrastinating for like 2 weeks, but we're gonna get it done tomorrow or today, so I can launch it Monday. Because I got nothing else to do after I finish these recipes that I do. Then I gotta start a new like to-do list. Like my old to-do list is all finished up, so now a new to-do list, new video ideas, new content ideas, stuff like that. So we start working our way down that list. I usually make one every month. I sit down at the end of the month and start planning my next month. And yeah. So now that these things are kind of done, I can start planning my rest of the month, which is not very much. It's just making videos and then streaming when I'm not making videos. And I do that in the mornings, so then by the time afternoon hits, I can just stick to streaming. But since I'm going to focus on getting a lot of videos done this weekend, then I have like videos on deck that I can put out if I don't want to do videos that day and just stream. So that's kind of how I like to do it, so I can like balance it, because I like to do it all. I like to be able to stream, I like to be able to do my YouTube and TikTok vlogs and stuff like that. I like it all. I like to be able to do my photo shoots, do my cosplays, talk about things that I'm passionate about, everything. Cook a little. Let her cook. Just kidding. I'm so happy. Yay. I'm just so glad I got to deliver that to her. Because there was a bit when her birthday came around that fucking lotion didn't get there in time, so I had to wait. And I was like, oh my god. And so through that time I was able to kind of get her a knick-knack here, a knick-knack there, because things were kind of tight there for a second. But I didn't like over splurge. If it were up to me, I would have bought a lot more things and put it in that basket. I would have bought a balloon, probably some candy. I don't know. Maybe a little better lip glosses, because those ones smelled like ass. I didn't like them. They smell better that I put the essential oils in, but I think they just didn't put any scent in it. So it just smelled like straight up the alcohol, glycerin shit that they use. But what a good day today. I hope everyone's having a good day as well. Very productive for me. It's always a good day when my joints can keep up with what I want to do. My joints are kind of struggling, but luckily there's not much walking left to do. Tomorrow I'm going to be kind of sore, but that's okay. We don't got anything to do tomorrow. If anything, my photo shoot and streaming. And if no photo shoot, then just streaming. definitely gonna have a smoothie when I get home, and I gotta fight a bug. There's that giant Palo Verde beetle in my dance room, and I really want to dance, but I'm too scared to go in there because it's dead in there. I know that's so stupid, but I'm scared. I don't even want to touch it. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. But I have a plan. I have a shop vac that I use as my vacuum. It's too big to fit into the vacuum hose. That's how big it is, okay? So it's too big to fit in the vacuum hose. So it has a leaf, like a blower effect, and then like a vacuum effect. So I will just use the blower, and I'll set a box up behind it against the wall, and hopefully blow its carcass into that box. Because one of my friends wants it on Facebook, wants it for like oddity shit. It's a large beetle. So, and ethically sourced. I guess he just ran into my house and died. So. But it's literally right when you enter the room. So it prevents me from going in. It's whatever. We'll get her done today so this week I can start working out and get moving. It's really important when you're detoxing, any kind of detox, mold, metal, whatever it is. Sweat it out. Sweating is very important. Lymphatic draining kind of does a similar thing to that. So. My hair is like a mess today, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, it is what it is, but whatever. Ugh. Yeah, it's actually really weird. Not weird, but now I don't really want more than one coffee. Once a week. I don't really care for it. Maybe like twice a week. Because I think I had one earlier this week on like Wednesday. But yeah. Now it's weird how it switches the function in my brain. When I figure out that something hurts my joints, it kind of turns me off from it. So I don't really crave it. Because the pain is worse than the craving. Like, it's hard to describe. It's kind of like a Pavlov test in a sense. Like, anytime I crave something and then I eat it, it's like you get shocked or something. Like, something to correlate bad to eating that. So mentally, it kind of wires my brain in a sense to just like, oh, I don't really enjoy this. And usually from there, I'm able to enjoy things more in moderation at that point. And that's kind of why I've fallen into that whole like binge eating at times, because I know that with that binge, with that like 1, maybe 2 days where I just eat all the sugar I can, I get so sick of it. I just don't want to touch it for another 6 months to a year. So that's like the point. That is the point of why I do that. But I know that borderlines, if not, is in the zone of eating disorder. Now, once again, I'm very against putting myself in a box. Like, I don't know if it classifies as eating disorder because it's not really like, I don't think I'm fat. I don't think nothing about my body or anything like visually. It's just that I know that this food is going to make me feel sick. It's going to make me not be able, when I say feel sick, that means I can't walk. Like, my sick is not like, like coughing and, you know, when I say I'm sick, that means I literally, my body, I can't walk. My body is too inflamed to where I cannot walk. So I know that these foods will trigger that, and it kind of turns it off in my brain as like, if I eat this, there's going to be pain associated, and not just like light pain, not just some tattoo pain or anything like that. It's heavy pain that's crippling and debilitating, literally. Like, it prevents me from walking to the bathroom. So, but it's kind of nice. I've learned that about myself, and it's kind of nice because it's helped me kind of not fall into those, like, a daily habit of drinking coffee, eating sugar, stuff like that. Because there was, for a bit there, where I was like, okay, I think I can drink coffee again. And then I started drinking it every day, and I realized I was getting into pain again. So I'm like, okay, coffee, at least while I'm not in remission, coffee definitely has to be in moderation. But because I've learned, oh shit, coffee correlates with pain, I don't really want it. Like, I will literally think, oh, I want coffee. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to be in pain tomorrow, so I don't think I want coffee. That's literally my mindset. And so yeah, that's why I'm able to have the amount of discipline that I have with sugar and carbs and stuff, because other people, if they eat carbs, they can still walk without pain the next day. So I know people view me and they see what I go through, and that it requires a lot of discipline, sure, but I have no choice. That's been the case with a lot of things that I've chosen to do. Is like, a lot of people fail at content creating because they have a backup, which is the normal 9-to-5 job. I don't have the luxury of being able to do that. So, and that's where people will be like, oh, get a job. Well, I'm glad you are healthy, because it sounds like it. And it sounds like you're much healthier than I am, if anything. Anyway, forgot what I was saying. I got distracted. Pizza. I thought it said, I mean, Jimmy Joe's, not Jimmy John's. I thought it said Jimmy John's. But yeah, so for me, most of the choices I make are like kind of a have-to basis. People will judge me day in and day out for it, but just like the job thing, you know. But just like the health thing, people judge me because I can't eat sugar. Like, they're like, oh, sugar's not that bad. Oh, maybe for you, but for me, it really dictates whether or not I walk the next day. And people are really in their own perspective. They don't know how, as an adult, which is so sad, they don't know how to see things from other perspectives, because life hasn't brought them the adversity. It's been good things, good sailing, and they're very judgmental. People usually, because life has been so good sailing. People who are not judgmental have been through things, and those are usually my people, because they've been through things and they don't judge me, and I don't judge them because I've been through things, and I know I've done shitty things, and I know I've learned from it, and that's a part of the journey. So judging people and shaming them is not going to help them grow. Just, you know, reminding them you're capable, you're strong, you're important, you're valuable, you're worthy, you know, all these things, that's going to help them choose better decisions, because they have that positive self-talk in their mind. A lot of us are surrounded by negative people, and we don't practice positive self-talk, and then we let those negative people infiltrate our brains. And I talk about this a lot down with just media. Like, I do not like watching true crime very much. I watch it, but very rarely, maybe like once every 2 weeks, episode or so, because those kind of thoughts those kind of words feed into your thoughts. You know, I'm not saying that I'm going to become like an unaliver or whatever, schmurderer or anything like that, but I get paranoid that going out, I'm going to be schmurdered. That's how it affects me. When I see anything about PEDOs, I'm scared for my son. I'm scared that I made the wrong decision, and like, I ultimately made the decision I did to protect him, and if that were to happen, then, you know, what was the point of the decision? So I very much moderate what I watch, because it will feed the fears, you know. It'll feed the demons, or whatever you want to call it. But a lot of stuff is driven to make us act out of fear, survival, whatever. And shaming people does not help them grow out of that. It makes them stuck in it. And they're like, yeah, I am so stupid. Why did I do that? Blah, blah, blah. As opposed to, you know what? I'm really fucking smart, and there's something to learn from this situation, and I will figure that out. And it's always up to you what you learn from it too. Like, there's no right or wrong thing to learn from a situation. That's the beauty of it. You know, if you learn from it, A+. There's no one equation to make sure that you learn from the situation, right? As long as you're doing that, you're a good person. Oh yeah, because I had no choice. those things. Pretty much. And if you have the choice of doing a job besides content creating, you can do both. You don't have to be so black and white like mine is. But just so you know, it is possible. You just have to be committed to it. I had to commit to it because it's either be homeless or figure out a way to make money immediately, like overnight. And that was streaming, that was getting online and just sharing my story and telling people I need fucking help. Like, I don't have family, I don't have charity, I don't have disability, I don't have church, I don't have any of that. I don't even have friends that will come and help me, and it's not because they're bad friends, it's because they're literally fucking moms. They have 3 kids, and I am not willing to be their 4th kid, you know? So I needed to build a community that really helped me get to the place where I can be, and that way, once I'm to the place where I want to be, because I'm so community oriented, I knew I would be in a place to be able to return the favor. I'm almost there. I do it in small ways where I can, but I can't wait till I'm in the big way, like kind of like Mr. Beast. And once again, someone commented, like, someone was like, oh, I guess you don't know about Mr. Beast. No, I don't. I do not concern myself with people. I did a video on Gypsy Rose, you know, her case is fascinating. I don't really judge her, to be honest. I'll, like, analyze some of the behaviors and stuff, but other than that, I don't really judge her. I don't care. I honestly hope good things happen for her. I think she's growing, and every time she pops online, she's more beautiful, so I think that, you know, good things are happening for her behind the scenes. Whether or not people want to judge her, I don't give a shit to. But I don't concern myself with people. I don't know what Mr. Beast did recently. Would it surprise me? But when I say I want to model my stuff after Mr. Beast, after Jimmy Darts, after Nate, or, you know, things like that, it's not the corrupted side. My whole point of my channel, once again, is just to prove you can get everything you want without manipulating people. You can get it by being happy, truly happy, and following what makes you happy. And a lot of people don't think that can happen, and I really believe it can, and I just gotta prove it. So I want to prove that, and then hopefully I can utilize it like Mr. Beast did and become very wealthy, and then start helping people through my platform legitimately, not for video's sake and whatnot. Because I've never seen his shit, but I've seen blips of it, once again, like Trisha and Tara. I've seen them on my For You page, little blips, right? But I really admire what they do, and how they started, if anything. I don't know how they are now, but I don't concern myself with that because I know what I want to do, and that's what I'm focused on. So that's what I mean by that. I just want to be wealthy and be able to give back to my community with that wealth. I want to be able to help people with the funds that I've been able to earn with the platform that I have. And literally that's because of the community that I've been able to build, and that's why it means so much to me, because it's more of like, once again, it hits on so many heads. Like, A, I'm proving it to myself that I can do it. B, I'm showing you guys, literally showing you. I don't really like to tell people what to do. I find myself, I love leading. I love leading, but I find myself leading in a different direction, not from ego, but more in like, I wanna do this too, and I wanna help you do it, and let's be a team and do this together. I don't like just being like, hey, you have to do this, and then not doing what I preach, right? So, like I said, like, if I was in a really big mansion style house or some shit with like a Lambo and stuff like that, I really would never buy a Lambo, but anyway, if it was that, I don't think you guys would be like, I don't think you guys would be able to relate. I don't think you guys would be able to be like, oh yeah, I can get there. But a lot of people have been with me since I was in the apartment, and a lot of people have been with me since I just moved into the home. So they have been with me through my content creating journey, and I think that's where the value is that I don't want to just tell you guys what to do. I want to show you, and I want to show you if I can do it, you can do it. And despite illness, despite anything, you can still do it, and you'll get the shit you deserve as long as you believe you deserve it. And if I, a stranger, I don't even know you, on the other side of the screen, I don't know you. If I believe you deserve that shit, then you need to start believing you deserve it, okay? I don't care who's around you that tells you you don't. If they're telling you you don't deserve that, they themselves feel they don't deserve that, so you don't deserve that because they don't. That's not true. Don't let other people speak fear into your dreams or plans. Don't let other people project fear and anxiety, worry, anger onto you. You know, it's not good. A lot of it stems from like getting validation from other people, right? Stop relying on that. You got to change that course, because I said it earlier, like, it's just, you can't, it's harder to fit in multiple boxes that aren't you. You're always going to be steps behind and not doing something right because you didn't do this and it didn't fit in that box perfectly because you didn't do it this way. Whereas if you just are authentically you and do it your way, it's not like you'll always be right, but you'll be on the right course because you're leading with happiness, and at that point you've learned intuition through your gut and what is good for you, you know? So, yeah, and I think all of you guys deserve that. Even the haters, because I know the haters definitely got even worse shit going on in their life. To project like that, yeah, there's shit going on. There's unresolved mental issues, and those don't forget how difficult the internal work is. A lot of times harder than the external physical work. A lot of people think, okay, I have to make a lot of money by doing like a lot of physical work. Like, no. Actually, what's going to be a lot of work is sitting down and taking accountability and recognizing where you fall short in the places that you want to be, right? Like, maybe you want to have a really expensive house and you're living in a crusty apartment. You're falling short, but why? It's not because you don't deserve it. It's not because you're not worthy. It's because you have limiting beliefs that's preventing you from getting there. And you can only work so hard to make a certain amount of money. So that's the point where, for me, I learned to do the opposite. And that's where, to me, I do the rip the Band-Aid off, dive in the deep end, lean into it method. Because, hey, this corporate shit isn't working for my goals. So what is the middle ground? I don't know what the middle ground is. But I know what the black and white, it's either corporate or work for myself. And corporate was stressful. It was difficult. I hated it. And always had to take out my piercings, blah, blah. Like, it was difficult. And so is starting your social media journey and being disciplined with that stuff and everything. But at the end of 5 years, the outcome, you may be promoted at your corporate job. More than likely not. And even if you are promoted, it's nothing to where you are able to go out and buy extra cars or just, you know, throw $1 or throw $1,000 at a server, because that's kind of what I want to do. I want to prove, for God fucking sake, I'm so sick of these scammy ass people. Like, I want to have $1,000 and be able to give it to a waitress, you know, and stream and being like, okay guys, we're at this restaurant, here's the waitress, she did really good, I grade her a 9 out of 10, how much should we pay her, you know? Maybe it's $1,000, maybe it's $3K, and something like that, you know? If it's something like that, that's actually someone that I would meet after work. No, I'm just kidding, but, not in that sense. But I would meet them after work. I fear how scammy businesses are. And even down on that level, like, I can't wait to own a restaurant because my servers, A, they're going to be making at least 18 bucks an hour. B, keep all your fucking tips. I do not want that. Because I need you to be the best server you can be for my company. I need you to, oh, hell yeah, that was sick, dude. He just, like, hopped the sidewalk really high. But I prefer my employees to work this job and this job only so that their energy isn't exhausted in other ways, and then they come to work stressed out or tired because they're working 2 other jobs besides mine. Absolutely not. And people, business people, will think that's a bad investment, but first off, you're dumb. Because any business person knows one of the biggest investments in your business is your employees. So start acting like they're a fucking investment, for God fucking sake. People at that caliber treat their cars as a better investment than their employees, which is crazy because they want their business to make them money, but who's running the business? You have the business. You have your name on it, yeah. But who is actually running it? Because it's not you. Unless you're day in and day out performing every single task in that business and you've hired no one, your employees are going to be your #1 asset. And even if you are your own employee, you lot of business people, CEOs, they're corrupted, okay? They think people who want to work for them, are going to be like, they're going to skip out of town with their check and stuff like that. Do you know why they think that? Because they would do that. And probably because they have done that. So they think, oh, people don't want to work. People don't mind working as long as it's an environment that they feel happy, that they feel like they can put something into that's appreciated and reciprocated, right? And then they don't have to worry about external factors like, oh my God, my wife's sick and she's dying and I have to go to work and I can't even afford this shit. Like, what's the point? You know, like stuff like that. Or for me, like, oh my God, I'm physically sick. I at the point when I was working, I had huge co-pays and I just couldn't afford shit, despite being paid a lot through these companies. So I had to work multiple jobs at a certain point and it just wasn't it. And I've learned that I don't want to treat people like that. I want them to be able to have a little more freedom so that they can be a better employee for me and be happy. And even then, even if they're not a permanent employee, I hope that helps them raise the standards of how they should be treated in the workplace and, you know, things like that. And hopefully it shows other places that I hope the outcome is the profits are much better because my employees are happy and the community's happy and everyone's involved and stuff like that. I'm involved and I'm not, you know, just telling them, oh, you're all fucking up, and when I should be the one really overseeing everything, you know. So that's just really ultimately what I just want to prove these philosophies, because even when I die, that goes so much further than just me helping people. It's okay, you know, we don't have to be fucking awful to each other and exploit each other to get good things. You know, I believe in magic. I believe in whatever you want to call it, quantum physics, whatever. It exists and it works in your favor. You really got to believe that to the core, though. And that's where, like, the 369 manifestation method is great. But even then, just waking up and telling yourself 10 things that you want in the future, but pretend it's now. But say it in a thankful way, you know? So, and I'll talk about this with manifesting and stuff like that, because I manifest very differently. And it doesn't require a lot of work. A lot of people think it requires a lot of work. It does, but I've kind of like ADHD mode it. I've kind of shortcutted it so that the unnecessary things get out of here. But the necessary things, I will give you guys the info of, and even better ways to kind of streamline it, you know? But, yeah. And that's why, like, every little thing that I do, I'm prepping for that restaurant, that whole kind of idea. And that's why it's important for me to get involved with my community, just to know the kind of people in my community, you know, et cetera, et cetera. And if they take to me very well, then I know they'll take to my restaurant. And people take to me very well, it seems. They're not mean to me like they are online. Ugh. What a good day. Thank you guys again for hanging out. I love doing these vlogs, especially when it's just kind of bopping around and doing just things that I like. I really love that. And that's a big part of what I want to make my channel about, because I haven't been able to explore much. You know, being sick and all. So I'm grateful I can now. Yeah. Meow. Excuse me. Just practicing my old people sounds for when I'm a little older, like 5 years from now. Just kidding. Oh my god, this week, oh, I know what I want to do this week, okay? So I think Wednesdays are going to be my out to eat day. Every other Sunday is going to be my sweet treat day. But I found a tea house for like finger sandwiches and tea. So I'm gonna do that on Wednesday. That's gonna be very fun. And then I'll do a vlog of that. But other than that, this week is just gonna be purely streaming stopped posting videos on YouTube because I don't think a lot of them make sense because you have to be on the TikTok platform, but I'm going to start posting all of my TikTok videos on YouTube, even if they don't make sense. So if you're watching this, just know that's the reason why, is just so that either people are going to go follow me on my TikTok, or it'll just be like, people be like watching it and be like, what? I don't know. But once again, it's just kind of an area where I put everything. And I do TikTok shop stuff, so I want people to... What is going on? What is going on? What is this dude doing? He's freaking me out. I do TikTok shop stuff, so maybe people will see the stuff that I use on TikTok shop and come over from YouTube, and I get commission when you guys buy stuff off the TikTok shop, so I appreciate everyone who buys stuff from me. It's actually funny because yesterday, some girl who like trolls me on Facebook, I blocked her recently because she keeps reporting all my pages. I know it's her and another girl because I only have 2 girls who vocally hate on me on my page. Like every post, they're like, ugh, ugh. I'm like, why are you even here, dude? And I didn't mind keeping them on there because eventually people turn around and change, but they just got ruder and ruder and ruder, so I blocked them, and then they followed me to TikTok and started harassing me. And one girl was like, and this girl, it's funny because her Facebook, like you go on her Facebook and it's nothing but her just shitting all over Lady Gaga. And I'm like, is it because I have white hair? Are you like mad at me because I resemble Lady? Because a lot of people, I don't look like Lady Gaga, but a lot of people be like, goth Lady Gaga? Because of the white hair. Which is fine. I'm not insulted whatsoever because Lady Gaga is an absolute fucking goddess. Queen boss. So... I immediately clocked that. But she followed me on TikTok, and she commented on my one of my videos for TikTok shop, where she's like, I bought it. I bought the necklace and you didn't get commission. A dream come true. But what's funny is she actually boosted my video to where I got 3 more sales on that video alone. And then I used her comment and then got like 5-6 sales on the other video. So... I don't know. I never really get mad at the haters because, first off, they think I'm so popular. I was the weird kid in school. I still am. I wasn't attractive. I wasn't, you know, I always had the same personality, so I was always great with people. I've always made friends, and I've been the floater, so I've been friends with everyone. I didn't really have many enemies, and like I said, I could count one hand the amount of haters that I had in my life, but... they're very much like, I fucking hate you, but they don't even know me. So, honestly, people like that, they just boost my content. They don't even understand. Like, one time, a dude shared my selfie in a hate group, and it just boosted my content. I got a lot of subs that month. You know, I don't really care to respond to it because people will hate from outside the club, literally. Sorry you're jealous because you think I'm prettier than you. And here's the thing, do I think that? No, because there's literally no competition. You're pretty, I'm pretty. A lot of women, though, are very intimidated by how I look because it's not systemically, like, normal to look how I look, and they go by the status quo. They are pretty status quo wise. So then when I come about, it's very different, but it's still pretty, so it kind of like confuses people. And it's not too crazy, but it's kind of crazy, so it confuses people. And I look very like intimidating, but I'm very laid back and chill, and that confuses people. And I'm very nice and sweet, but people think I'm mean, and that confuses people. I am a walking enigma, and I'm very fine with that. People think you have to choose a side, and I'm very much an example of balance, okay? Hitting that neutrality, the homeostasis, the middle point. Ride it out like a fucking wheelie, homie. But, yeah, the girls especially, you have to be a certain amount of pretty. You have to be a safe pretty. So that's like a 6 or a 7. If you're above that, nope, you're outcast of the girl group. You're automatically a bitch. There's something wrong with you, yada, yada, yada. Especially if you're neurodivergent. If you don't use a lot of makeup. It's really hard to fit in with girls. It really is. So I've always fit in with more tomboys because there's not as many fucking standards and they're not mean to you. Because if you're a tomboy, then the girly girls think the tomboys are the people who are like pick-me's. And like, it's not that. It's just that I was raised by a father and tomboy grandma and brothers. Like, I don't care for male attention, but it's just that I get it a lot because we're kind of boy-coded, so to speak. And women are very jealous of that because they go by the rules, the status quo, and that should mean, if you play by the rules, that should mean that you get everything you want and all the male attention, blah, blah. So, like, girls who are very traditional, pretty, like, they just get pissed off right away when you see me. I'll explain, for example, this lady's clapping. I don't know who she's clapping at. But, for example, at the store that I was just in, right, the Home Goods, so the guy in front of me kept eyeballing me, and the wife could tell. So he could tell that his wife was very off-put by me because he was standing near me, and so she started to have an attitude with him. He could sense the attitude, so he started overcompensating by looking at stuff on the sides and pretending that he was looking at the stuff on the sides. And he's like, show your mother this. And he was very considerate about, you know, that kind of aspect of it. And at the same time, she was very mad about it. She was like, no, too much gold, nah, you know. I'm very familiar with girls acting like that towards me. And it's not just really towards me. I understand why they're immediately upset with their dude because their dude has clocked me. And it's just literally 180% a common thing that I've dealt with in almost every friendship. So that's why I can only be friends with very secure girls, very confident girls, pretty girls is what I call them. Because there's pretty girls, but they're very insecure still. They're very insecure. There's pretty girls, though, who want to be friends with pretty girls because they want the other girls who feel like outcasts and they want to feel accepted, and those are the girls that are going to make you feel accepted. So, that's where, for me, like, I don't mind being humble. I don't mind. But girls will always see me as a competition, and it really sucks because I don't view them that way. I'm kind of like a puppy in my mind. I'm like, oh my god, a pretty girl, a friend, you know? No. Immediately, they fucking hate me. Immediately. Not only do they hate me, but then they talk shit about me, laugh at me, and then on top of that, they copy everything I do. And even down to, like, having arthritis, even down to having ADHD, autism, even down to, like, having stomach issues. I've had girls copy me because I have so many dogs, and they purposely buy dogs so that they can compete with me. And I know that sounds crazy, but with the online world, you get a lot of these fucking crazies. And I don't mind talking about this because I know there's other girls who feel this way. And this is not girly way where it's you are being a bitch, okay? There's some girls who can't be friends with people because they purposely flirt with their men. And they're like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't give a shit about your man. I don't even want to talk to him. I don't even want to look at him. Get him out of here. Now, I'm respectful. I will not say that to them. But they know the vibe. But there's other girls, you know, like, for instance, there was this one girl who had like 1 million followers, and she clocked my page, but she didn't want to let anyone know that I existed, but she loved copying me. She pretended that she had autism and started pedo baiting, essentially, and I was like, oh my god, gotta block you. And then on top of that, she was dating a guy, and she pretty much lured him in and, like, manipulated him, you know. And then on top of that, he clocked the fact that she liked his friend, and she was like, no, la, 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 like, you're always cheating mentally, la, la, like, why are you like that, you know, like, flipping the game. And then guess what? She ended up they broke up, and she ended up dating the friend, and that friend had a fucking wife. So not only did she lie to the man that she was with, but she's a fucking homewrecker. And that's the same girl who followed me on Instagram. She didn't want to follow me on TikTok because she had more followers than me. She had 1 million. But I had more followers than her on Instagram. And she decided to follow me there because that's safer. I'm more popular than her on that platform. So she can utilize my inspo, and it's okay because she's a smaller creator on that platform. But that's not how it works. That is not how it works. If you are a big creator, you should be crediting small creators. if you have 1 million on TikTok, you are a big creator. Doesn't matter what platform you go on. So she would sit there and, you know, I do this line across my eye, so she wanted to do something so bad like that. So she did 2 white lines across her nose. Is it the same thing? No, but I know she's inspoed by me. And then she'll come back to my page, and like if I'm wearing a hat in a video, then she has to do a hat video. Like, you know, it's just stupid competitive shit like that, and I clock it immediately and I have to block it. But girls like that, those are haters. They're jealous. They sabotage friendships because they need male attention and they need that external validation so bad. And nothing feeds that external validation because it's like a bottomless pit. You never feel good enough, even with all the external validation. And I learned that from a young age. Like, my boyfriends would call me pretty, but I'm like, I don't fucking believe you. And it's because I did believe I was pretty, but they didn't make me feel like they really thought I was pretty. Because they were always making me feel like I was in competition with other women. So, yeah. And no matter what words they said, I wasn't comforted. So I had to really work on my own validation, you know? So, that's what I did. And that's where, like, there's girls who are, like, no friends because they're complete bitches. And then there's girls like me who I have friends, but very limited friends. Because girls think you are that unsafe friend. But funny enough, the girls who look safe, those are the girls who are like, I'm a girl's girl, and then they go sleep with your fucking boyfriend or your husband, okay? So I've literally come to learn, because I took it so literal. I was like, oh, there's girls, like, but anytime there's a girl who, when girls come around me, I'm not the decider, but I am the trigger to see if they really are a girl's girl. Because of the way they treat me. And I think a lot of girls can relate to that who are pretty girls. Because they see you pretty and they start getting a little snarky, a little passive aggressive. If their friend is next to you, they start making little inside jokes. It's a little funny, and then you're like, this is kind of weird. You know, like for instance, if you guys watched the Blake Lively interview where she was congratulating her on her baby bump. She's like, oh, congratulations on your bump, your little bump. And you could tell she was very cautious on not to say, oh, you look huge. She was being very respectful because women don't like that. So she was being a girl's girl. And then Blake, she's like, oh, congratulations on your bump. And then she turned to her friend because she knew she was being a bitch. She turned to her friend and she's like, congratulations on your bumps. And then her friend was like, oh, these bumps or this bump? And she pointed to her butt. And that's where girls will be passive aggressive and bitches. And then they'll flip it so it looks like they're not, you know, but it's total mean girl. And I get that a lot. I get the mean girls a lot, but I'm okay with that because it's kind of funny knowing the irony of it, right? Like, they think I'm unsafe because they think their man's gonna want me, I'm gonna want their man. Like, God no, fuck off. None of that. Like, okay, I don't even want the single men, okay? I just want everyone to leave me alone. But it's really frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. But they get really passive aggressive, really catty online especially. Because they can, behind the screen. But I have these girls that do that. They just follow me for months. And then they're real catty. They're real mean. And like that one girl with 1 million followers, like she posted this sound that I know was like aimed at me. And it was like, ooh, I'm nice to even the ugly girls. And I'm like, sis, the irony here is that you are the ugly girl. I am sorry to tell you. And I really don't believe in pretty versus ugly, but given the way you are acting, you are the ugly girl. I don't know how to hold your hand and tell you that without hurting your feelings. But yeah, that's what it is. And that's, you know, I don't think anyone watching this is gonna be a fucking hater who's watched this whole thing, you know, this far along. But it's not about what's on the inside, because people look at me all the time and they think I'm ugly. I don't give a shit. But what creates beauty is how you treat others. And especially when you're dealing with internal emotions and internal battles, are you projecting that onto people? Or are you making sure that you're taken care of and not projecting and giving that happy kind of vibe to other people? Because you know they don't deserve, they're probably going through their own shit. They don't deserve to be feeling the shit that you're going through, okay? So, it's just stuff like that. But here's the thing. if you're ever in that situation like I find myself in, and this doesn't online, in real life, if you have haters, there's something in you that's triggering them, okay? You don't have to be some hot shit. You don't have to have a big badonkadonk, some big old boobies. You don't have to have any of that. It could be the fact that you are so at peace with yourself that nothing can fuck your foundation, okay? Most people don't have that. And that is such a priceless gift that you can give to yourself. And that's where I'm so headstrong about helping people get that foundation built. So that way it's built on their happiness and the love for themselves. Nothing can fuck with that when you build that foundation based off of that. So, and I know that because I built my foundation off that, and mean girls could never sway my foundation. Troll dudes could never sway my foundation, because guess what? The second I step out of my home, every guy that I walk past is trying to talk to me, trying to look at me, trying to make an excuse to be near me, you know, trying to touch me. And women are complimenting me, little girls are staring at me and smiling and waving, little boys are staring at me and blushing. Like, people have good reactions to me in public. And so that's where I've come to learn that because I'm nice, because I carry a good spirit with me, because I love people and I don't even have to know them, and anytime arises that I want to help people, I'm there. I know for a fact that that energy permeates, and I'm just excited to be out, and I'm excited to talk to people. I love interacting with people, and that energy permeates. Most people, they see another person and they automatically view competition, and then it gets that ill feeling, that jealous, like, ugh, you know? And once again, I hated that people drove that feeling from me. So I stopped allowing people to dictate my feelings. I decided that was a me problem. Like, I am control over my emotions. If I'm jealous of someone, then that means there's something fucked up with me. Not fucked up, okay? So jealousy is a normal emotion. But, like, there's something internally that I need to deal with if I'm jealous, right? And I'll do a specific video on how to overcome jealousy and become confident, because I've dealt with so many girls that are like this. And it's so sad, because, like, the last girl that I cut off as a friend, she was one of the coolest people I've ever met. So talented, so fucking amazing, but she was so sadly surrounded by the worst people, and they were so codependent on her, and she still had to develop like these insights of attachment issues, you know, that she was running through. And I tried to help her through it, you know, be there for her, but she started being really rude to me, getting jealous and denying the feeling of jealousy. She'd be like, yeah, I never get jealous. Meanwhile, I had a guy in my stream donate like $2,000 so that I could get this car and then invite her down to the whatever, my place for Christmas. And she did not like that. She had like the weirdest reaction when I told her, because she asked, she's like, how much did he give you? First off, she never asked that, so why are you asking? Secondly, she got so weird once I told her, and I was like, yeah, your trip's all paid for, we're good to go. And she got so weird about it. And we had discussed previously that she was gonna work her ass off to have enough money so that I'll have enough money so that we can just kind of splurge, you know? I'll pay for this, she'll pay for that, and it doesn't even matter. We don't have to look at it, we don't have to be like, oh, you paid for that, I'll pay for that kind of thing, you know? It's just that we can spend freely, right? I'll get her, she gets me. She did not do any kind of that. She bought a few gifts for me while she was here, but other than that, nothing. So I come to learn, you know, at that point, that she essentially just came down, spent all the money that that guy gave me, and then left. And so I stopped being her friend. Not only that, she took digs at what I was eating, what I was wearing, my body, my child. So at that point, you just got to cut them off, because the more you grow, the more it's going to intimidate them. A lot of people don't even know how to grow, because they don't know how to reflect and point the fingers at themselves without acting like that is like the worst thing in the world. A lot of people, when they realize a mistake they made, or like they fucked up, they think like the worst. But you lived and you learn, okay? A lot of people make shitty errors because they're in survival. Let's use that girl for example, the one with 1 million followers who's copying my shit. She's in survival because, let's go even further back, there's a father wound. She doesn't have a father in her life, so now she'll do anything to get the approval of men. And that's where I don't really thoroughly get that, because I had a father, and despite him being absent in times of my life, we still wrote to each other, etc. And it was really no different, to be honest, than when he was in the military. So I guess it didn't really ever bother me, because he still made effort to keep in contact with us. We were getting mail like every other day or so, and writing to him. It was just so normal. But this girl has a very much of a male father wound, and that oh my god, how cute! Oh my god, it was a cow statue. I want to turn around and get a video of that. Let me do that. But it stems from her not having enough male validation in her life, and so that way she really needs to she feels like she needs to go out of her way to you know, get men to be on her side, and like she derives value of sexual intimacy with these men. And it's never really been the case for me. It's actually been opposite. Like, I know that's what they want, so I don't value that as much. I actually don't care for it. Eggs. And they have eggs. Oh, here it is. How cute. Okay, I gotta go up here further. You can't see it very well. Okay, here's this cute little, it's a purple cow. Cow in my life, how cute. Anyway, so that's kind of, that's where that, like, and then because of that wound, she dates guys who only value women for sexual intimacy. So she will never be fully fulfilled in here, because she's only putting out the sexualness to attract men, because she thinks that that is the only way that she's gonna get men. And for me, it's been the opposite, because I've always known that. I will do whatever the fuck I want, because the grosser the better, okay? Men don't give a shit. Obviously men have standards, okay? I'm not saying that, but like, I can burp and men aren't really like, ew, you know? Only women are like, ew. So, and that's where it's like, okay, I guess I'll go. You go, I mean. But to me, because I've grown up around guys and I feel accepted no matter what around dudes, and I've come to learn with that you can literally just be your whole self and you will find a dude perfect for you. Some girls love ripping ass, and they'll find a man who loves them ripping ass, okay? So that's where women think they have to be the ultimate girly girl, and like a super sexy sex porn star, like whatever, to get their man. You don't have to be any of that. You don't have to be any of that, dude. Just be you, and the right man will value you. And then when you get stuck with the wrong person because you chose them out of toxic, like, survival, right? So you're being a little toxic. You chose them out of survival, out of compensating and for attachment, because you want to feed your ego. You want to feel like you're sexy. You want to feel blah blah. And during that time, she was comparing herself a lot to me. And I actually found her like maybe a year ago, which I think, I've said this before, I actually think the girls that I started following followed me first, or like started seeing my shit first, and that's actually how I found them. Because I think they were on my page so much that I found them and I was like, oh my god, like, how cool, you know? What a coinky dink. So I'm not too sure on that, but given how algorithms work, I wouldn't be surprised. But you know, a lot of people act out of fear and survival and stuff, and even that situation, it's really shitty that she let her worthiness get so below that she decided to let others dictate. Whoa, 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 whoa! God damn. She decided to let others dictate her worth, right? And that's where, because these men were attracted to girls probably like me, and she claims she's bi. I don't think she is. I personally think there are girls who are bi, but I can clock the girls who are not bi. I can clock the girls who are trying to be a pick-me by claiming they're bi, because they know men, especially in the porn world, men like that shit. And I think a lot of bi girls and a lot of lesbians can vouch for that as well. So I just pick it up. I'm like, I don't think you're bi. I don't think you are. It's not the fact that you've never been with a woman. It's none of that. It's just, and I'm not meaning to invalidate anyone who's closeted, but I just hope I'm getting the point across that, like, some people you can tell they're not really. They're just doing it for the attention of whatever. And because she has social media and stuff, she does it for that. But through healing, you start to understand that, okay, like, I will be accepted by the wrong people, or I'll be accepted by the right people. Doing it through the wrong people is much more difficult, because you're always 10 steps behind, and if you don't fit in this box right, then, you know, and then you're not worth it if you don't fit in their box. So why not just fit in your own box and be around people who really fucking, they align with that shit. So they're like, yeah, I like that, you know. And even if you fuck up and you sleep with someone's husband, it doesn't mean you're a shitty person. You made really shitty decisions, for sure. I hope you learn from them and don't do it again. But we all make mistakes like that, you know. And truthfully, I can't even judge, because there's been so many times when, you know, I've had friends who have made mistakes like that, but it's not even that. It's, you know, I can give her kudos for following what made her happy, if anything, you know, proud of her for that. But, and to be honest, I kind of feel like her and the few other girls that stalk my shit, watch my stuff, I actually have a feeling, because I still get reported, and it's very rare that it's dudes that report me, to be honest. My friend thought it was incels. But funny enough, I really don't attract a lot of incels. I get them from time to time, but the dude groups are very comforting to me, and they enjoy my presence as much as I enjoy theirs. It's the girl groups that are a little difficult. I have to find very particular girls in the girl group, because apparently everything about me is wrong about being a girl. You know, even then, like, I'll dress up and be like super cute. I'll do my makeup like to the full nines and stuff. I'll post a video on Facebook or Instagram, and then the fucking mean girls come in like, you're a man. Bro, what are you doing? Are you okay? Are you, like, I know it's because they're threatened by how I look, but goddamn, fix yourself, work on yourself, you know? You don't have to sit with that feeling. You don't have to be that way, you know? So, I just wish people would understand that instead of being rude to others. So, yeah. Anywho. But that's where, like, I don't block them, because I see they're copying me, and I hope that helps them find their authentic style. What the hell? Someone left their McDonald's delivery right there. But then is when they start getting mean. They always do, because once again, it doesn't matter. A lot of people don't grow. It doesn't matter how much you water yourself down, and you shouldn't water yourself down. You're always going to offend them, because they're always 10 steps behind you if they're copying you, you know? So it's always going to be a competition. They're always going to be catty, mean, whatever. And I've kind of just learned to accept it, but these girls, they definitely stalk the hell out of me, and they'll follow me from all my platforms. Like, literally, I know it's these Facebook girls, because I start with advertising everything on Facebook. That's my home base. So I'll put, like, my Reddit on Facebook, and then I know that they came from Facebook, because I only posted it on Facebook. And then they'll go to my Reddit and start posting mean comments under my pictures, calling me ugly, calling me a man, get a real job, why don't you stop being a slut online, la, la, la. Meanwhile, homie, you're giving it away for free. Secondly, I don't give it away. You'll see pictures of me, but I ain't giving up this cooter. 100 grand minimum, okay? Could you do that? Probably not, okay? And that's why they're mad, because they are giving it away for free. And they could never find a way to maximize what they're giving it away for free. And not only free, they're in the negatives. They're in a deficit, because they're usually taking care of man babies. They're doing the 50-50. They're doing the, let me make my man's lunch while he goes and talks to another girl, his ex from high school or some shit. And I'm going to pretend that's nothing, and I'm going to put in my bio, I love my life so much, God, Christian, it's all in God's hands, I try, you know. It's always those people. It's always those people. Keep doing your thing, though. If you can resonate with this, just keep doing your thing, dude. That's going to piss them off more. They want you to not grow. They want you to be at their level. You're already above them. Don't give that to them, okay? That goes for trolls. That goes for people in life. Like, do not give that to them. You are already, I don't believe in like people being superior, you know, like that, but truthfully, when someone's trying to bring you down, you are above them already, okay? You're already a few steps ahead of them, and they don't like that because it's showing what they haven't done, you know? Oftentimes people hate on me because my rent's $2,500 and I take like a week, maybe, like to take care of that, a weekend, a week or something, and I get it done. But people fucking hate that. And I never understood, like, why are you hating? It's not even your business, you know? And people be like, oh, your rent's too expensive. For who, you? Because you don't make enough money? And it's not even about that, because once again, I make like maybe $5K a month right now with all my platforms and everything. So it's not even about that. It's just the projection. It's the fact that they're seeing my rent. They could never afford that. So in their mind, that is a lot. Whereas to me, I'm happy to pay this rent. I am so happy to do it, okay? At that, I don't have to date someone scummy and deal with someone being abusive and neglectful and whatever just to have a roommate to pay 50-50 of my bills. You know, I would fucking rather die. So you never know the smallest ways that people find you intimidating, that they compare them to you. It doesn't always land on looks. It could be just the fact that you could literally be the most hideous person in the world, okay? You could be the most obese, hideous, systemically, like, worst looking human in the world. Let's give Shrek, for example, okay? I do have a Shrek. I don't know if it's a fetish, but I would not be mad if my man looked like Shrek, okay? But a lot of people think they have to be beautiful to be wonderful, right? But because Shrek just kind of owns who he is, and he's a cool-ass ogre dude, and he's very accepting of other creatures because of who he is, and that makes him attractive. And because he works with what he's got and he owns it, that becomes attractive. The reason why I like ugly dudes is because there are things internally about them that make them attractive. Their knowledge, their ability to learn, their ability to, you know, think ahead of time and whatever. So, like, all my friends have been like, oh, you date really ugly guys. And I'm like, well, I don't really think they're ugly. Like, I think they're very beautiful humans, you know? That's why I chose to date them. Granted, they did a lot of shit wrong, but nonetheless, like, you know, so did I. So, I just think people who hate on you in real life, they've got shit that's going on that they really just have no control over. And they probably do have control over it, but they haven't recognized just how much control they do have over situations and power. So because they don't recognize their worth, they don't recognize the internal power that they carry, and that's all of you watching, okay? I don't know if it's going to be 50 people watching this or 100, but all of you watching, everybody has that power. It's just that people don't recognize that, and they see people embracing their power, and they're like, wow, I wish I could have that magical power. But you do, homie, you do. It's gonna look a little different, but that's even cooler. Like, what if you could, like, teleport, and I could read minds, you know? I wish I could teleport, but you probably wish you could read minds. But if you're grateful for the gift that you have, then there's no competition, right? So that's just kind of like, I try to transmute and like utilize those situations into that frame of mind. You know, when you got people hating on you, you're doing something right. When you got people trying to copy you online, like these girls and shit, and I even have guys do it. I have had guys who have completely copied my tattoo, and then they'll sit down and be like, what do you even mean? Like, I sat down and talked about this with my tattoo. Yeah, I get that, but you literally used my tattoo as reference. How do I know that? Because this is a custom tattoo. Nobody else in the world has it unless they got it from me. So it's shit like that, and it is fucking annoying. It really is, because people lack individuality, and they think they have to turn into you to be accepted. And while a lot of people who are really themselves deal with a lot of haters, you know, people make fun of me all the time. People are just really fucking mean, and then I have like these fucking wannabes ripping me off and pretending they're me, while at the same time, like, I'm dealing with the problems of being me, you know? So they'll be like, yeah, I'm autistic, la 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 la. And then anytime I tell people autism, ADHD, arthritis, they're just like, you're a liar. There's no way, you're too young. You look healthy. Like, one time I told a dude I had ADHD, and he's like, that's not true. I'm like, what? He's like, you can hold a job. What? Dude, what? Yeah. I am aware aware of that. I actually am working right now. Does not correlate, indeed. So, anyway. Yeah, if there's people hating on you, family, friends, there's something about you that's shining light on what they don't want to come to terms with. Whatever that is. It doesn't have to be looks. It could be just the fact that you are so mentally okay with themselves, and every time they go out, they compare themselves. And they see that. And you could think, oh, I look like a heffalump. But the fact that you're a heffalump and you're fine with it pisses them off even more. Okay? You're like, I'm not even that pretty. I'm not even that handsome. That pisses them off even more. So you making yourself, watering yourself down and being like an uglier version of yourself, that's not going to do anything good, because it's going to piss them off more at the fact that, okay, you look even worse and somehow you are better. Like, that's going to piss them off more. So that's where you got to find your own people, because there's a lot of envy, and you'll see there's a lot of projection in this world. There's a lot of people who are angry and they are very passive about it. Get to your happy state, build your foundation on love for yourself, you know, and being firm in who you are, that inner validation, and you'll be all right. It's a process, it's a journey, but you'll be great. You'll do great. And if you're on that journey, I'm proud of you. Anyway, I'm almost home. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Take care of yourselves, okay? Don't forget how important and wonderful you are. Even if there's people around you who tell you you're not, they're fucking liars. They don't even see the beauty in you, okay? They don't even see the beauty in themselves. Don't let them decide, you know, what kind of beauty they're seeing from you. They're pretty much blinded, you know? Don't let them dictate that. But take care of yourselves, you guys. Hydrate. It's warm out. And hopefully you guys enjoy this video as much as I did creating it. Just know you're worthy, you're important, you're special, and not in a corny way. You really are. You have something about you, and I don't know you, but you have something about you that is so very special that the next person next to you doesn't have, and the next person and the next person. You are one of a kind, okay? We are all human. That makes us be able to relate, and we can be neighbors in that sense, brothers and sisters. But you are so very unique in your own way, and your experiences and who you are. Don't forget that, okay? You're worthy of everything you want and more. You deserve it. All the good things. Start believing that, because the good things will start happening. Be grateful for what's going on, the good things today, okay? Anyway, I love y'all. Have a good one. Thanks again for hanging out. Whoa, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, or whatever.